questions.
Amen. First off, before I open it up here, I definitely want to thank our crowd and our fans, our support, our students. I thought tonight they did a great job, and they brought a lot of energy and enthusiasm, and I thought it was great. Just want them to know we need them to stick with us. I promise you this: we'll clean everything up, and we'll be a lot better week 2. But felt like our guys are ready to play. They obviously made more plays than we did, and we got to continue to clean up those areas and making sure on 3rd down we get off the field, making sure we take care of the football, and we can't be beaten in an explosive play battle like that. But overall, I was proud of our guys. They kept fighting. There wasn't any quit, and there was going to be some adversity. I thought it took them a little longer than I would have liked for them to get out of it. But they still fought, and we'll be a lot better week 2.
What was it like to make your head coaching debut? I mean, it's been coming for a long time. But...
Yeah, it was. Obviously, I wished would have been on better circumstances here with a win instead of a loss. But you have to give Coach Morris a lot of credit and his men. They played extremely hard, and he's a really good football coach, and we have a lot of respect for him and their program and the direction they're going. It was great. I mean, it was fun getting out there with the men and competing. But once that ball's kicked off, you really don't have much time to think about it.
You mentioned it a few minutes ago. The big plays really hurt you guys defensively. The 88-yard touchdown, the 3rd and 45. How do you prevent that moving forward?
Well, we gotta. I haven't seen the film yet on defense, so there's a number of things. One, you got to make them finish competitive plays. We got to make those plays. Those guys made some really good plays down the field when it was 3rd and shoot. I think at one time it was 3rd and 20 something, maybe even longer. So we just can't allow that to happen. We got to get off the field. And early on, they popped a pretty good run on us, opening up, and we just got to clean up our eyes on defense a little bit and make sure that our eyes are in the right spots, making sure we play more disciplined together, and them understanding that, and the whole team understanding what we do in practice is good enough. Once we get in the game, when the chaos is there, you don't have to do anything extra special. Usually when you try to start doing too much, you're going to get out of your gap, your eyes are in the wrong spot, and usually doesn't turn out well for you.
What are your thoughts on the way Alec played tonight? His first college game and waited quite a while to do.
I thought it was a little bit like the rest of the offense, really up and down. I thought there was a certain point where he maybe pressed a little bit, tried to do too much instead of allowing his teammates to come around him and help him. And we're all in this together. It's a total fail. It's a total loss in all 3 phases, and we got to get better at all positions. But he'll get better from week 1 to week 2.
You think that was the case early? Alec maybe trying to do too much early on?
Again, I really don't know. Without watching the film, it's kind of hard for me to say at this point. But we got to take. I know this. We got to manage the game a little bit better than that, and make sure we're not trying to press too much, and we just got to take care of the football.
Considering the defensive secondary is probably one of the strengths of your team, are you surprised about the breakdowns there?
Yeah, nothing surprises me in this game. I mean, really. Week in, week out. You got to be ready, and you got to come ready to compete and make plays. They just made more plays than we did. It's not that our D-backs didn't make any plays. We just got to make more than what we did tonight, and only forcing them, I think, 2 punts. That's not our standard, and that's not our expectations. So we got to get off the field.
What were your thoughts on the way your offense played tonight? You go to the new system, the spread. How did you feel that transition went?
I thought probably I didn't think we were very good. That's not our standard, and we have higher expectations than that. To be honest with you, I think we played awful on offense.
Well, why do you think that was? Was it just across the board or certain things?
Yeah, I mean, again, I'd have to look at the tape to really know. I mean, it's kind of hard when you're in the flow of the game, what's going on, every detail. So, we didn't execute well enough. They executed on defense better than we executed on offense.
We talked about the judgment call, I guess, on playing Mason. And, if you got further into the season and you hadn't played, and still discussing with him and his family about possibilities, but him playing tonight, that pretty much takes the red shirt off.
Yeah, you got to make hard decisions. And at the end of the day, he's excited. He wanted to play, and at the end of the day, it's hard to get through a season. He's by and away far our second best quarterback at least. So, and he'll still continue to compete to be the first quarterback, but it's hard to get through a season with a quarterback. You better make sure that when he is going in, and you want to at least have some experience and get those early jitters out early, so we don't have to face that, kind of getting down to conference play. So I'm not really worried about it, to be honest with you.
Considering where you are as a program building, how important is it to get him playing time so that this first season isn't wasted? He gets that experience he needs.
He'll get the experience he needs, and he needs to. Now that he's gotten a little bit of game time, and you could tell he was out there having fun, and he's a highly competitive kid. Nothing really shakes him, and he doesn't get rattled. And I think in the future, he has a long way to go. He's still a true freshman, and but I think in the future, I think he has an opportunity. He has a chance to be special. He just got to continue to work and stay humble and grind it out.
Did you find anything concerning about the play of the offensive line?
I found concerning the play of the offense, period. All the positions. I'm not calling any of them out. Again, we're all in this together, and I wouldn't say that. I named a group that was special. I mean, nothing was special. I mean, that's not our standard, and they know that. It's not their standards, and that's not knocking any of us. We didn't play up to our potential. I didn't feel like tonight, and we just got to continue to grow and get better and trust and come together, and we will. I'm not concerned about it. We just got to play better. That's not our standards.
There's a lot of talk of Alec and Terrian being the big connection with the new spread offense, but he kind of found someone in Thaddeus Thompson. Was he a kind of a nice show up with his target play?
Yeah, Thad had, I don't know what he had tonight, but I know he was out there making some plays, and he did some really good things. T did some really good things. And look, Willie Robinson did some, I mean, we have guys that can make plays, and they show up in practice. Jeff did some really good things. I thought he ran hard, and those guys, competed hard. It wasn't, I felt like they were competing hard. They wanted to go out there and they wanted to win. Overall, as an offensive unit, though, there was some good individual play, but as an overall unit, we weren't good enough to win. So we need to play better.
Thanks, guys.
Guys, thank you. Appreciate y'all.